What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. Time for another Bloomburrow Premier Draft. We're jumping back in. You know how we do it here. Got one more draft token to use up. We're going to try to have some more success. Last couple of drafts have been a little rough. We've run into some really good opposition. Drafted what I feel like were pretty good decks for what we saw that were open. And I think obviously people are really understanding the format. And, just trying to figure out what's good. So I'm gonna try to go. We'll see what the first pack is. We'll see what picks come our way here. I'm gonna try to maybe go a different route than we had been going. Although I'm a little nervous to do that because the last time we did it, it hurt me pretty badly. So we're just gonna try to stick to the normal game plan. Find some good removal. Find some good creatures. Have a decent top end, and see if we can't put some wins together here. All right, we got it going here. So, I do not want to do this. Here's the thing. I have been playing pretty heavy bats, black-white, quite a bit. I'm thinking about trying to go a different direction here. I'm going to take first pick Rabid Gnaw here. I'm going to see about what else comes up for us. I want good removal here. We have double Rabid Gnaw. Teapot Slinger is interesting. Kindlespark Duo is interesting. Veteran Guardmouse is also pretty interesting. I'm gonna take another Rabid Gnaw. I'm gonna see what the red side of the house looks like, and then see what else gets passed our way here. I kind of feel like red-blue might be the play now. And let's see if we can do that. We've seen a couple of veteran guard mouses go around, so I'm not going to lock totally into blue with this. Although Alania with some good instant sorcery spells is fantastic. So I'm not going to lock totally into this. We've seen some veteran guard mouses come by. That card is pretty solid. If we can see some other good mice, we should really consider that. At the same time here, white looks to be pretty good. I'm gonna snag. White seems to be pretty open, although this is just the first couple of packs, so we could have been seeing folks not take that. But I think Banishing Light. I'm gonna work my suite of removal here. We could go 3 color. We want double Wildfire Howl, Agate Assault, Playful Shove. This is my kind of deck here. I think we take the Agate Assault, although I personally really like Playful Shove. I'm gonna take the Assault. I think this is just better. That was a very, very heavy red pack, so if we can see Kindlespark Duo come back around, we can go pretty heavy into the instant sorceries and see what other color fills us out the best. All right, so Sugarcoat is fantastic, actually. I like Reptilian Recruiter, but I feel like Sugarcoat is the way to be. And again, we're not dancing with white yet. Dancing a little closer to blue here. Blue's probably going to be very open. I want to say this was our first pack. And I'm going to take the Stormcatch Mentor. This might just kind of lock us in. We'll keep white as an option, though. And we might be able to do this haste, this prowess instant sorcery spell deal pretty good. A dire downdraft for us will be very good. Kind of locking really nicely in with our removal suite here. I think there was another Stormcatch Mentor. Actually, this was our first pack. Excuse me. Double Stormcatch Mentor. We're gonna lock this in pretty well. Both colors seem to be pretty open. We know blue's probably gonna be pretty open. I actually do think I take that. Although Kindred Spark Duo in our... I think the Hermit here is probably better for us. Get a Sky Skipper Duo, all cards we can play, and we get a Kindle Spark Duo. Okay. Oh, man. I'm going to have to just probably hate draft that. What do I like out of this? Steam Pat Charger is good. Double Sonar Strike is amazing. Shoreline Looter. Oh, no. I have to take the Shoreline Looter. I want to take Maha so bad. This card is amazing. But Shoreline Looter is the right pick here. 100%. Is there any reason I don't take an Artist Talent? What else is in here? Stormcatch. Splash Portal's cool. Bellowing Crier would be great for us. Roughshot Duo is actually not bad either. Let's go with the Artist Talent. This is shaping up to be very nice, actually. Scavenger's Talent is really good. Splasher. I mean, I can't. Longstock Brawl coming, you know, not late, but it's kind of late. Plumcreed Escort. I mean, we should look at Seedpot Squire would actually be really good in the deck. I do want to pick up some more instants and sorceries, but Plumcreed Escort here that can give a creature hexproof is pretty nice. I just don't know why I wouldn't take these things. They're just gonna work off of all of our instants and sorceries, and we can offspring this guy so easily. Calamitous Tide is interesting. Order's Overflow is pretty cool. Runaway Together isn't bad. Sazakap's Brew. I'm going to take Hoarder's Overflow, actually. I like Long River Lurker. I don't know how well that's going to fit here. Brambleguard Captain's pretty good. I'll take the Brambleguard Captain, I think. Do I like the Hermit or Steam Path better? I think I like the Hermit. Thoughtchucker or Veteran Guard Mouse? Also a tough decision. I'm going to take the Veteran Guard Mouse, actually. Sure. And a Bellowing Crier. Wow, we're going to have a lot. We're going to have some tough decisions here. Okay, whatever non-token bird you control enters. Create a 1/1 blue fish. I don't know why we don't just take that. Yeah, I think we take this. Mind Whisker. Not a creature we see a whole lot. Well, at the beginning of each upkeep, we get to Surveil, which is pretty cool. It says Menace. Heartfire Hero is a great one-drop. We don't really have a lot of things to necessarily take advantage of this, but we can go this direction if we want. That seems a little too heavy for me. I need some good removal here, but a good top-end creature probably makes a lot of sense. I need to start looking for some more removal. I think we're good on creatures. We need to see some of the good removal spells. Hopefully in red. Hopefully some of the common ones. Take out the trash. During your turn, you may cast instant sorcery from graveyard by paying 1 life in addition to the other cost. Card or token, put it into your graveyard from anywhere, exile instead, and sacrifice it. Hired Claw. Okay. Well. I feel like we take Hired Claw, although Festival of Embers could be really interesting. I think we're going to have some really good low drop creatures here. I need to find some ways to trigger Valiant. Rabid Gnaw, actually. I have a couple of those. I don't know if I play that. I feel like War Squeak helps us get there. That is a good... I don't think I play Hoarder's Overflow. Finch Formation actually would be pretty interesting. Spellgyre, though. I'm going to take Spellgyre. This is tough. We have too many options here. We have too many options. Just gonna hate draft this. I like Finch Formation, actually. That can trigger. We need some flyers. I guess we take the Daring Wave Rider. Top end. We have a Thought Chucker already. I'll take the Frilled Sharpshooter. Jeez. I feel like these colors were just way open. We're gonna have a tough choice here. Let's take a look at it. So let's take a look to see what can we trigger for Valiant. That's gonna be kind of important. We got War Squeak. I don't want to play that. The creatures we have to do this are Heartfire Hero. We have double Rabid Gnaw. We have Finch Formation that can help to trigger this as well. Technically, we have Long River Lurker, but that's going to be bouncing these, which I don't really like. Actually, no, it doesn't. We can exile it, but this can be a trigger for it. Remoguard Captain is pretty interesting. Don't think we play two of those. I don't know how I feel. I'm not a big fan of that. Quake Tusk Boar is fantastic. Lania is great in this. I feel like this could be really good. I don't know if I play Heartfire Hero either. I don't feel like we have a ton of options, but Valiant we can get with Veteran Guard Mouse. Maybe we don't even play Veteran Guard Mouse as I'm taking a look at it. Thought Chucker ends up being a good body, but we have plenty of small spells here. I don't really like Daring Wave Rider. I think it's just going to be a little too expensive. Again, I don't have a ton of Valiant triggers. What is pretty interesting is that we could run 3 Stormcatch Mentor here. Haste Prowess is really good. And instant sorcery spells cost us 1 less to cast. So things like Portent of Calamity is going to get really good. Rabanaws get really good. Let's put these back in their spots. I don't mind War Squeak. We have plenty of opportunities to get non-creature spells. Artist Talent feels good because we can loot. So that's not terrible. I don't know that we play 3 of those guys. We have the Sugarcoat as removal. We have Agate Assault, Dire Downdraft, Spellgyre. We're a little bit more creature heavy than we are removal spell heavy than I would have liked to be. Double Rabid Gnaw is fine. I think we'll have enough creatures that have decent power to be able to capitalize on this. And again, can trigger Valiant, so that's not bad on the Veteran Guard Mouse. But we need 6 cuts here. We are 20 creature heavy, so we need to get rid of some creatures. Johnny's Pathmaker is fine. This getting +1/+0, first strike, with Rabid Gnaw, could be pretty good. Yet again, a couple of opportunities. I think we keep that guy in there. Menace Reach is solid. I don't know how I feel about Brambleguard Captain here, but there's some good synergies with being able to get those things powered up. I just don't know about Artist Talent here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I have enough spells to really make use of this. I guess 8. How many lizards do we got? Two. Three. 3 lizards. Although I don't mind Hired Claw. So we can make this really big with Frilled Sharpshooter. Or Kindle Spark Duo, excuse me. So that's kind of cool. This early is really good. And leveled up with Coruscation Mage and Kindle Spark Duo could probably win us some games. Thinking maybe 1 less here. One less of the Hermit. Still got to cut 4. I could probably go... Nah, I want to stick with 17 land, I think. His curve is right at 3. Maybe we do get rid of Brambleguard Captain. Bellowing Crier gets us to draw, which is pretty good. Gosh, this is tough. This is tough. Okay, so I chose to go a little bit of a different direction here, just slightly. I'm feeling pretty good. 15 creatures, 8 non-creatures. Definitely a little creature heavy. 2.9 curve here, 17 land. Most creatures didn't change here. We kept the Hired Claw, Bellowing, Escort, Looter, the Mage, 1 Stormcatch Mentor, Long River Lurker, Mind Risker, Night or Hermit. We do have a little bit of a threshold mechanic going, and we have some opportunities to loot, so that's not bad. Kindlespark Duo, obviously, to take advantage of some of the extra things we're doing here. Splash Lasher, Frilled Sharpshooter, Veteran Guardmouse, the Boar, and Alania. I decided to go against Portent of Calamity only because I don't have the types of cards we need to really make this. We do have a couple of enchantments, but that's not really great. What I decided to do instead was Hoarder's Overflow. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for us to expend 4 pretty consistently. If we can get this out as a turn 2 or turn 3 play, and then just let it build up, we can run through spells in our hand and then let this just totally refill us, which could be very, very good, right? So discard our hand, draw cards equal to the number of stash counters. If we can even get 3 or 4 stash counters on this, throwing even a card away or even 2 cards away, this is a big net benefit. It's pretty easy for us to do with the amount of spells that we have, so that could be pretty interesting. And we have a lot of 2-drop, 3-drop. We have a really nice curve here, I feel like. So I'm going to give this a go. This is a little outside of our comfort zone. I don't know if we're making the best choices in terms of creatures and everything here with what we were able to pull. I feel like we had a lot of really good options. Lania's Pathmaker is one of those that I thought about potentially keeping in because it kind of essentially draws us a card for us to play. Brambleguard Captain's kind of in the same boat. I decided to go ahead and get rid of Finch Formation because we really don't have a lot of Valiant triggers. I'm a little worried about flyers, but I think we have enough things to be able to kind of take care of those if we come across that. So we'll give this a go. We'll jump into some games, see how we do. Okay. Hired Claw, Kindlespark, into Frilled. I feel like this is pretty good. That's a nice 2, 3, 4, 5 curve if we go that route. I always appreciate it when people are friendly. Now, Hired Claw can get out here pretty quick. We're also going to have a really nice curve with this deck. They don't end up playing something. We can attack. Little guard. I don't need to do that. I can just play this for 2. I can get Kindlespark Duo out, shoot it, use our mana efficiently that way. It'll guard, take some damage, kind of force it to keep it back on blockers so Hired Claw doesn't get too big. But we're essentially going to be able to do that, and that'll be nice. We got 4 mana here. We need another red mana to run up into Victus Boar. I'm not going to play into your spell. I'll just take 3 damage. You're going to have something else that'll get in the way of Hired Claw, which is fine. I am okay with that, because you're about to see that we're going to have a nice little curve here. Arc Knuckle Boxer. Big guy. Spend 4, and it gains Indestructible. That's pretty cool. So next turn, we got some options. Hopefully we could see a 2-drop, actually. Or a land, or a mountain. I would take that. 2-drop would be nice, because then we can Kindlespark Duo. That's pretty good. They're going to take out the Hired Claw. That's really unfortunate. Oh! I did not anticipate that. Honestly, I did not. That's fine. think this represents a little bit better. I'm not sure. I'm in some danger here. We have to essentially, we'll block with Frilled Sharpshooter wherever they choose to go. So we do need to be careful there. I do need to be smart about what this is looking like. They did not find a mana. We're in a much better position because Bark Knuckle Boxer can't expend to turn indestructible. There's also a world in which we keep Kindle Spark Duo everything back. We just keep Spellgyre up. They can put the +1/+0 here, put it on Bark Knuckle Boxer, or even Nettle Guard and force me to sacrifice this Frilled Spark Shooter. That is not a non-zero possibility. So they have some options here to make this tough for me if they want. I'm trying to keep Hired Claw here to make him bigger, right? There's a world in which Kindle Spark Duo and Hired Claw, I can ping, do some stuff, be spending my mana to just make him bigger and bigger, which then over a couple of turns, you know, becomes a 2/3, then a 3/4. I just need the opportunity to do that. They must have disconnected or something. I'm not sure. They're going to end up passing their turn. So what I was thinking about there was trying to keep up potentially Spellgyre. That sucks. Sure. So we go down to 5. Sure. I have to play patient, I think, with this deck a little bit. If they haven't found a mana, I feel kind of bad. I've been in that situation. I've been mana screwed. I've been mana flooded plenty of times today. And that feels pretty tough. That puts me in a great position, though. Again, they could make it a tough choice. Power up Bark Knuckle Boxer, Hunter's Talent, they could power up. They've gone into their combat phase, though, so they can't, realistically can't do that. Well, let's pass the blockers. Let's do this. I actually think I'm okay with doing this. And I think I do this. I'm actually okay with both. Now, what's the most efficient mana play here? I have 6 available to me. I think attack. Four damage. Pump up Hard Claw. Get in for 7. And we Shoreline Looter. End the turn. Keeping up Rabid Gnaw. And then we kill the Mouse Trapper. That felt fine. That felt just fine. So they essentially need to double creature here, which isn't impossible. White and green have the opportunity certainly to play 2 creatures in a turn. The Shoreline Looter is going to be able to get in for 1. Hired Claw is going to be able to do an additional damage, so they have to be able to block basically Hired Claw and Frilled Spark Shooter. Now we're going to also be able to loot here, so I'm kind of hoping we draw just a nothing burger. This might be the second creature here. They can run it out. There it is, Bushy Bodyguard. Foraging, making a 4/3. Very nice. Uh-oh. 4, 5, 6. This was the perfect draw. That was very timely. That was a very timely top deck. Let's take a look at that because I still think there's a world in which we're okay. So they played Bushy Bodyguard, played Life Tree Duo. What could we have done here? Realistically, I think we still attack with everything, right? We still attack with everything. Shoreline Looter's going to get in and do a damage. Hired Claw is also going to throw in and do a damage. We would have been able to pay 2 to make this a 4/5, which makes this block right here not good, right? Frilled Sharpshooter likely gets blocked by Bushy Bodyguard. These guys trade down. Oh, they can't. It has Menace. We would have won anyways. We would have won anyways. There's no sequence in which they could have blocked. They could have double blocked here, but then they're taking the damage. So Splash Lasher just was insult to injury, unfortunately, but this having Menace was really good. Our follow-up play here is Hermit as a good blocker. You know, they could have again popped us for 1, done some of those things. They could have given it trample. So we have to be careful there. But we're in a pretty solid position, I feel like. Splash Lasher obviously just makes the whole combat and everything easy. We have the mana. 6 is going to be our golden number here for this stack to be able to play 2 to 3 spells per turn because we have the opportunity, quite a few instances to be able to do that. So that worked out nice. A little dicey at the start. We had some things that were a little tough, but we used our life as a resource and got it done. All right, I'm on the play. Bellowing Crier, Mind Whisker, Hired Claw, Frilled Sharpshooter. Pretty good start. Nice curve. 1 through 4. We can ramp up here. We can hit Hired Claw, make it bigger here if we don't see a turn 1 play from them. They had to mulligan, unfortunately. That last match took literally forever. I don't think it will be included. Sportsmanship is big. Here's the thing. Sometimes you just have the nuts and you win quickly. I do my best. I'm a competitive person, but I do my best. Say good game. Don't drag games out unnecessarily, or play things that don't matter. You know, in real life play, I think sometimes it's, I don't want to say good for your opponents to know, but I've been on the other side of the table where it's like they draw something, they have a couple cards in their hand, they play something that ends up winning them the game. In my opinion, it's nice to say, hey, in that instance, basically, like, I also did have this, right? I might have just drawn this, but I had this. So it makes it feel like it was less RNG based. You know, they just got a top deck or rip something off the top of the deck. So there's that component of it. But, like, I also am a firm believer in not unnecessarily doing that either. So, and last match was an instance of that. Oh, I should have did this. That's dumb. Should have hit him for an extra one. That's okay. Mistakes were made. Hey, hit me back for 2. Keep it tied. And I'm going to make Hard Claw bigger. Yep. Smart. Let's go. The battle of the lizards here. The difference is I'm going to win this battle. And now I have a 3-4. So Moonstone Harbinger. Ow. I actually don't mind to just play this and then throw that back and get in 3 more damage. Four more damage. They kept it on top. Makes sense, which means they're basically going to take their next turn to play it. Yeah, we attack. Let's go to damage. I think this makes sense, right? What did they not play? Downwind Ambusher? Good, nice play. Good play, good play. Smart, 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 smart. We still got in good damage with Hired Claw. That's still a positive trade for us. Or a positive turn. Now we have the 4-4 to their 4-2. We've dealt good damage here. We can kind of just see what our draw is. If it's a land, they kill this guy. I'm in a little bit of a tough spot. But it has Menace. So we found a removal spell. We got some options. They can attack. And this is going to make this hard to block if I can remove something. I don't block this. I take the 4. This represents well. I actually don't mind if Mind Whisker goes to the yard, although they're not going to attack because Frilled Sharpshooter has Menace. Unless they don't realize it has Menace. They have to play a creature here, or a removal spell. They could kill Frilled Sharpshooter, but I don't know why they wouldn't have done that last turn. They're hoping Moonstone Harbinger would have helped them to stabilize. Flying Death Touch. They gain Death Touch. That's cool. There's a Soothsayer. Now I get to Surveil. You're just dead? They don't realize it has Menace. Oh, they do realize it has Menace. Okay. See what we draw here. It's a land. I attack with this. No. We don't, because if they don't play a creature or they do end up making an attack thinking they can play another creature and we get a removal spell, we just use Frilled Sharpshooter with its Menace ability to kill it. Good card. Good creature. I don't think they can forage, can they? Oh, they got enough. They could. I would if I were them. Question is, are they going to attack? Well, let's find out. I feel like if I just play this, do I just swing out? Because this has Trample. That has Menace. So you have to double block there. Yeah, you're dead. There's no way this combat works for you. Just from a pure blocking standpoint. Unless they have a pump spell. Which would be insane. But they don't. That was a close game. I'm on the play. Agate Assault, Frilled Sharpshooter, the Mage. Seems pretty good. Feel like we probably next turn just play Long River Lurker. Are we going up against Black white bats. How did I know? Take the bait. Don't take the bait. Don't block. Yes. That was a good play. That was a good play. Now, what I do want to do is get Hoarder's Overflow down here if I can. Next turn. Double Moonrise Cleric. Very nice. I'm gonna eat this, I get. See if they block. If I sneak in another 2 damage here, I'm gonna be tickled. Oh, that's mean. That is mean. That is mean. That's just that's just being cheeky. That is absolutely just being cheeky. I get a tapped fish, I'm imagining here. Sure. Sure. Let's see what else they got. My turn, okay. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, pacow. Boom. Right here is pretty insane. I need a target for Agate Assault is what I need. And then refill my hand with 3 cards. It's about the best I could see this happening. Oh. Oh no. Well, we attack. Block the wrong long river lurker, please. You're gonna take the damage. I'm alright with that, actually. Can't do that for very long. I guess Mudflat Village, you could get one of your... That's just mean. This deck has modes where it is just absolutely mean. And then I was literally gonna sugarcoat. That literally drew me into a sugarcoat. I could have thrown the sugarcoat on Moonstone Harbinger, and then or I could have sugarcoated Driftgoon Coyote to get this back. And then would have dealt an additional damage. That is mean, dude. This deck is mean. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's one of the more fun matches I've had. All right, so we have really been enjoying this draft. Our loss was, again, just a little unsportsman. Like I said, I probably talked about that during our second or third game. Other than that, really fun. The deck has come together very nicely. I'm actually really appreciating what we got going. I think there's a world in which we don't play Alania going forward. I'm not seeing a lot of value out of this with just the cards that we have. I think something along the lines of like Alania's Pathmaker probably makes more sense. I actually probably make this change here. Just an extra creature. This draws us a card that allows us to rip that off. We have had some cool synergies with Artist Talent and Kindle Spark Duo and our little Coruscation Mage here. So that was been pretty cool. Hired Claw's been a fantastic one drop. We've been able to see it turn one a couple of times, and just when you play this turn one on the play, get to attack with it, deal the damage, make it a 2/3, then next turn essentially do the same thing, make it a 3/4. This thing can get out of hand pretty dang quickly, and is a good mana sink, and I don't mind pumping it up. It becomes a target as well, which is pretty nice. Overall, too, I have enjoyed just our synergies. I think I've also really enjoyed our curve. Our curve has been pretty fantastic. We've been able to play lots of 2 or 3 spell turns, and I feel like we have some good options to kind of churn through. Top end with Quake Tusk Boar has been pretty good. Veteran Guard Mouse hasn't been terrible. I would honestly think about swapping this out as well, just because we don't have a lot of targets for it, so it's not something that we can do a lot. We have been able to make use of it once, but it's tough to see where we would want to swap that into. Maybe Veteran Guard Mouse goes and we play another Hermit, the Vigilance 1/4. We have a pretty good opportunity to get Threshold in this deck as well with just what we're playing. So we could look at maybe making that change just to smooth this out a little bit better. 4 drops are not necessarily hard for us to get to. They can be really good. I have been able to make one pseudo good use of Hoarder's Outflow. We were about to make really good use of it in one of the games, and then it got destroyed, which was really sad. So overall, the deck has been really fun. I've enjoyed it. I think if we were to look to make it a little bit better, a few more instants and sorcery spells, honestly. Get rid of Veteran Guard Mouse, like a Take Out the Trash or one of those other good red removal spells, I think would put us in a good spot. But we have had Rabid Gnaw has been really nice, actually. I have appreciated that. Agate Assault, as you would imagine, has been pretty good. Sugarcoat, fantastic. So Dire Downdraft even has represented some good plays for us. Spellgyre, I've used this more to surveil to and then draw the cards than anything, so I would probably pretty easily swap this out if we had the opportunity to have drafted, again, a better red removal spell. Even another like Agate Assault would be ideal. So overall, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you enjoyed the games. We have some really fun ones. We will do what we typically do, which is finish this recording, let you get a break, and if we'll jump into some more games. If we have some success there, we'll post another one. If not, just know that we at least got 3 wins. That's typically how it goes. So hopefully we're back with this deck again. If not, I'm sure we'll be jumping into some more premier Bloomburrow drafts. We did hit gold, which is really cool. So I'm back up there here for the season pretty quickly at the start, which I'm excited about. So I'm going to see where we can get to. Keep kind of trying to churn through, get some wins, and see if we can't make some ranks there. And yeah, join me for the journey. Thank you for being here. I'm going to flash some socials, do the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe. Really does help us out. Checking out another video is also a great way to do that. We have a couple of playlists, all of our MTG Arena content. In addition, every Wednesday and sometimes throughout the week, we're posting Pack Rack in action. So if you enjoy seeing some packs get opened. We have a whole bevy of different sets that we've hit already in our playlist. We have a ton of different stuff coming up, some new, some old. It's going to be really fun. So if you want to pop in for those, we really appreciate it. Likes and comments are great, and just appreciate the support. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. That's our first big milestone, and we'd appreciate the support to be able to do that. Thanks again, as always. I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.